Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at. Hello. This is a day, isn't it? It is fantastic. Depending on what you choose to refer to for how you feel. So, as many people have been noticing, things are a little topsy-turvy, a little up and down, we'll say. And this is a time where there's a lot of people pushing their panic button. Like, what was I don't know. There was a button back in the day. I can't remember what it said. It was by Staples. Oh, I can't remember. Anyways, needless to say, I didn't have a button. And especially not for the times in my life where I just wanted certain things to stop, to reset. I don't know. How would I describe them? These last few years, for a lot of people, including myself, have been filled with ups and downs. A lot of loss and lots of gain. In my formula, in my experience, sorry, every time I get on I fidget. Why do I fidget? That's a story for me to know and you to find out. No, just kidding. It helps me to regulate. That's the best I'm going to say to it. I don't want to put anything more to it. I'm not necessarily into that, but yes, under certain levels of parameters to measure, I fall under certain categories. So, and with that said, I still can find my way back around to the point of what I'm trying to say, which is navigating those highs and lows. And in these past few years, when things went really dark, things went sideways. You see my face? I didn't even see, I felt my face from the inside. That's how, And if you happen to have a stock portfolio right now, maybe your face is saying the same thing in regards to that area of your life. And if that's where you refer to your value and worth, yeah, I can understand how that might feel. And in a matter of just months, days in the comparison of a whole year, it's just a blip. And 1 year in the span of a decade, you would definitely be experiencing more in a positive upswing than in the year of turmoil and pain. You see, those low moments may cut in on your momentum. Guaranteed. There's going to be a little bit of a notch. And it's also an opportunity to sit back, reflect, adjust, and to witness that there's an opportunity that can be made. So, for example, right now, for a lot of people, it's like Boxing Day. There's a lot of people that love this sort of thing. Why? Because they built up so they can be prepared for stuff like this to happen, so that they can go out and get those deals. Stands as a reminder for a lot of people to, oh my gosh, I don't want to feel this way. And they look for solutions in that realm. And the people that are ready to provide those solutions are standing there waiting in the ready. And then there's some who it does not bother, because in the highs or in the lows, they've learned the art of being content no matter what circumstance they're in. Now, it is good to receive a nudge here and there. It helps us to grow. It helps us to stay focused. It helps to shift our focus. It helps to build refinement. But in moments where we can't see or feel for the gratitude, this is where stillness comes in. And just allowing ourselves to settle into that still, quiet space and to touch base with who it is that we are and what it is that we can bring to the table of the conversation that's going on in our heads in a positive way. Sometimes we just have to lean into gratitude. Sometimes we just have to lean into those wins and recognize that because in one area things may be falling off, it doesn't mean that it's in all areas of our lives. Look to where you have success. Look to where your momentum hasn't shifted. Look to where the consistency remains and the growth is still continuing. And foster that. Pour a little extra water in that area of your life. And you'll see. You'll see in due time, things will settle on the one side. They'll pick up again because it's all temporary. And then things can be moving forward, not just in the area that was in the low point, but in all areas of your life. So I'm going to take this opportunity. You'll notice. So I'm doing some upgrades. Our weather is changing, so that's a good thing. It's warmer. And with it, I move into more natural fibers. Although most of my wardrobe is in natural fibers, I need to lean back into that awareness and be more intentional about wearing natural fibers, so that it just gives me a nice baseline energetically to operate from. It feels good on my skin. It feels good. It feels good on, period, for me. And so that's the direction I'm going in. Also, I'm taking the momentum that Facebook has inspired by deleting my lives, and I am moving them all to YouTube. So I would like to start hosting my lives from YouTube, but I need a certain level of subscribers because I haven't really used that account to operate from as a media socially. So if you're interested I will post below the link to that channel. I'm technically just moving these lives onto there, and then I will start streaming setup upgrade to my directions and stuff, however I do that, make that work, and start the journey anew. Because I'm going to take the opportunity of what feels like loss in one area and move it into something that's an upgrade. So I hope this helps. Again, it's Momentum Monday. My name's Elisa, and I really do hope that your week will play out with miraculous gratitude and wonderful opportunities. So until next time, we will focus on what opportunities are around us, waiting for us to take notice of.